The fact that people are willing to not only support, but intentionally seek out handmade and artisan made and anything along those lines, I think it says a lot about a societal shift. And I mean, that's the only reason we're here doing what we do. Seems like these days freehand goods is a lot of things, but at our core, we're definitely a handmade, local focused, down-home brand, having some fun, build some local pride and make people laugh and give people some quality handmade goods. It's always really interesting to me to look back in retrospect and think about exactly what we've done and how we've grown as a brand, given that we started with a two-wheeled military trailer to a 200 square foot brick and mortar that we somehow built out into this powerhouse of a headquarters, to then for a point, me actually working in an Airstream trailer that we used to take around to events. And then we actually started hiring employees to work in the East End store. And then from there, we opened a second location over in the Hourglass district. And we got our beer and wine license and started selling beer over there. And that led to collaborations with local breweries. So then we had a couple of our own beers, and to then find this location that's sort of in the heart of everything we've ever loved about Orlando. And now to the whole family all being here under this big roof, and to look back and know that we've had all those adventures and gone through all those things, let alone, hundreds of t-shirt designs. It's really wild to reflect on that legacy. It's all still surreal to me. Early on, we did notice that a lot of what people were gravitating toward were the sort of Florida and even Orlando-based things we were making, as far as t-shirts and anything that had artwork on it, and that led us to believe that that might be a good direction for us to go, since we know all there is to know about Florida. And additionally, we found tourists and just general out-of-towners wanting to take something home to remind them of their time in either Florida or Orlando that didn't have to do with the parks. We built that into our branding, and it became sort of a core principle of who we are as a brand and as Freehand Goods. I've come to learn that Freehand Goods is strangely beloved by a lot of the local community. I found the support to be really overwhelming, honestly. Everything from the comedic side of things to the conservation efforts that we go through to, thankfully, the handmade aspect of a lot of our goods and the quality of the goods that we do make. That seems to have had a very positive effect on how people view something like a handmade good or a house-made good. If we've had any hand in building that community that is supportive and understanding and appreciative of that, that's one of the best feelings in the world to me. It's a really wonderful feeling to feel like a family with your customers, like being exactly what we are, which is a small town shop in a big town, but we still make those connections, and we still love making those connections, and people seem to love making them with us. And to be able to have those interactions to me, is huge. Being here makes me very happy, and seeing how happy it makes everyone else and how much it makes anyone else laugh is a huge part of what really makes me want to just keep doing it for as long as I can.